Good evening. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Sure, still want to hear from me because everybody's done. How many of you already voted? I might have to. Oh my gosh, do I have to change my speech? My name is Bikram Mohanty. I'm a licensed and practicing occupational therapist. I take care of people with pain, stroke, trauma. I actually have an office right here in Lake Park 2, in addition to main practice location in Lowndes, another office in Bikram. I'm running for state senate for the second time. I sat next to Ellis last time in rainwater, and I'm sitting here too again. Last week I was door knocking. My door knock family, the lady told me she's a teacher and she's ready to quit teaching because of the unfair merit-based system. I sent an email a couple of days ago from a state employee, gentleman worked for the State Department of Correction. And he told me in that email that 7-8 years he hasn't seen any raise in his paycheck, and the premium of his insurance keeps going up and up. So, we know we have lots of problems. The question is, the real question before us today is if our life is any better today than it has been 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years. We know the answer to that. But I believe deeply in my heart that our best days for the state of Georgia is still ahead. I just want you to know, I just didn't decide to pick up and run for the state senate. I have a story that's a little bit different than most politicians you will meet. Mohanty is a very good man. But, I have no doubt about that. He's a family man just like I am. We actually run into each other a lot more nowadays than back in 2004 when I had office. Hey, you were hiding all the time like that. So, I passionately tell people I literally had $50 in the clothes in my bag when I landed here in Lowndes. But I was ready to go after my dream from day one. A couple of months ago, we calculated the number of people we have employed in 20 years. At least 170 people have been in our payroll in 20 years. I just want you to know that has been possible only because it is America. Nowhere on earth that would have been possible. A man with $50 in his pocket and clothes in his bag could do this. I want you to know my candidacy is a message of gratitude. A message that anything can be possible in America. And I just want you to know I'm doing this to give back to the community. I was born very poor. I'm still poor. In the college years, I sold vacuum cleaners in the street of Calcutta. Made a brown paper bag in my summer days and sold it to save for college tuition. And still use a little bit of money to buy medication for people who couldn't afford. So while in college, I was blessed to meet Mother Teresa in person, like I'm seeing you all today. And as you all may know, they call it, Indian style sitting. So we sit in the floor. I sat close to her feet with many prayer mass and Sunday evenings. One day I gathered my courage to ask her, help me out. Why we are making all this progress in science and technology and industry and everything. But our real problem as far as the peace in the world and economy is never getting better. It's a literally looked at me like this and she says, you know, those progress is made by our brain, but our heart is never catching up. My dear friends, I want you to know that each and every day that statement electrifies me. I get up and go to work, and that's what I use to create jobs. I also learned and observed, you know, in the street of Calcutta, there are many newborn children that parents would not want to leave them in street corners, like, you know, like there's a provision. If you do not want a child, you can leave them somewhere where somebody can check them. So she will go with her nuns, missionaries, and take the children, shelter them, bathe them, and feed them. Sometimes they are devastated with disease. I just want you all to know that that is where those principles get me strength in my heart. And that is the reason I am doing. I believe that loving all human beings is the only answer we can solve our problem. I just don't think there is any other answer in today's world. I can list down problems after problems after problem. We can send politicians after politicians, but the problem will not stop, not be solved until we utilize the very common message: love all human beings, love thy neighbor. I just want you all to know I have a very dynamic plan for our city, for our community, and for our state. When I'm elected, I plan on representing you. Let me tell you, my yard man gave me $50 the other day. My barber gave me $25 to run this campaign. My children's pediatricians gave me $50. I plan on representing them. I plan on representing you. I just want you to know, I really have a backbone with humility that will never break. It may bend for the right reason. For people like you, it will never break. And I know the special interest group, the people who literally control each and every policy, I will stand up for you in front of them. I'll give you an example. This seat that was held by Senator Lowndes, he wrote how many of you know a relative that has autistic children? Or know about autism, or know somebody has autism? The bill was written by or co-authored by Senator Lowndes about autism. It passed the Senate, my dear friend would know, 51 to nothing. Actually, I found out the other day, the lieutenant governor has a child or somebody in his family that has autism. So when caring for children like that, it passed regardless of party basis. It's insurance mandate too, but it passed the House because we needed to take care of the children. Never saw the floor of the House. With due respect, my dear friend also was in the House. I would not let that happen. The reason I'm giving this example is that we have to see, and I can understand, the pressure we go through. I just want you all to know, I will, and I have told people in the campaign trail, and I'm saying all of them today, I'll take only $1 salary when I'm elected, but I will stand up. I will stand up for these autistic children. I will stand up for our local public schools. You know, if it would be only $1, I will create a record that would make you proud. I took time to meet in these 2 times I have twice that I have ran. I took time to meet with the county and city elected officers. You know what that one of the elected officers, very higher elected officer, told me, Bikram, I'm glad you took the time and came to talk to us about a city sewer and water system. Let me tell you, when we reach out to people, they say, do you know what will happen if I do this? How tough it will be for me to get elected? So, I actually plan on limiting my term to 2 or 3 maximum. There are 2 Republican freshmen in 2013 or 12, they wrote introduce bill to limit hogs. I plan on joining with them to aggressively push for hog limit. I believe that the founding fathers didn't envision public service to be a career at all. I don't have to depend on politics for my income. I've been blessed. America has made me completely fearless. I want you to know that is a sincere gratitude message, and I plan on implementing that from day one. You know, we have seen things. I'm not going to say what did not go right and what would have gone right. But if we expect different results, we must take different actions. I'm humbly asking for your vote. May God continue to bless you.